Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel. It's AP here, and tonight we welcome the dawn of a new era. Tonight we start our F1 2020 career on this channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's AP. I play F1 2020 with a controller on its default settings. I'll share those settings with you before we race tonight. If you're one of my subscribers, welcome back. And as always, thank you for your support. Tonight, we're going to keep it nice and simple because I've seen lots of videos on YouTube and social media of my team, of career mode, of lots of different things. Tonight, all I'm going to show you is some race gameplay. We're going to do two races. We're going to do a 25% race of Australia, a 25% race distance of Bahrain. We're going to have a look at the handling, have a look at the AI, and generally just see what this game's like. Before we start, I should say I haven't actually done a 25% race of this game yet. So this is the first time for me, so if we make mistakes we'll probably use some flashbacks just to keep the racing intense and interesting. And I'll give some opinions as I'm racing tonight. I hope you can join me. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button. And here we go. The car models look really, really nice. And I quite like the fact that you can showroom the cars in the main menu. Brilliant. Right. I really like the look of the Renault. So we're going to use the Renault. We're not going to do any qualifying for these races. All we're going to do is just get on, get a race going. We'll probably bin off qualifying so we're at the back of the grid and almost do a little bit of a last to first challenge. So Australia and Bahrain. Perfect. And so the weekend structure, 25%. You can see that I'm racing at 100%, which is what I was racing on before. On F1 2019 when we left that. We'll do one shot qualifying, but remember we're going to bin it off so that we can start at the back of the grid. We'll do a little formation lap, so I've got a few things I want to talk to you about while we're doing the formation lap. There's my gameplay settings. We'll put the corner cut into strict. We'll put the vehicle damage to reduce just because I'm still learning the game at the moment. Flashbacks are on. Here's my assist that I use, just so you can see. The only assist I have is anti-lock brakes. The reason I have anti-lock brakes on is because I just really dislike playing any racing game on a controller without anti-lock brakes on. But traction control is off, bracing line's off, gearbox is all manual, pit assist is on, pit release assist is on. Just again, just couldn't be bothered to learn them. ERS assist is on just for these first few races. Obviously in my last few videos I was learning how to use ERS on F1 2019. The system's a little bit different in this game, so I'll take some time to learn that. So DRS assist is off, fuel assist is off. Weather time of day, we'll keep it nice and clear for now, and we'll do it at the official time of races. What's up AH Fiesta, thanks for joining me tonight. We're going to do some 25% races. Well, I was going to talk about a few things like that, AH Fiesta. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the handling on this game. The handling on this game is absolutely outstanding. I have been over the moon with the handling in this game. I actually feel like the aerodynamics makes a difference to your car. And I've never felt the aero effect using a controller, but in this game I have. And I feel like because of that, I can attack the curbs a little bit more. And part of attacking the curbs is having confidence in the... And I feel that playing this game is like a low traction control level on F1 2019. I feel like you can get at the throttle a little bit more than you could on F1 2019, because if you got at the throttle with you just span out. So here we go then, the Australian Grand Prix, one of my favourite tracks. I have been driving a few laps of this track. My hot lap for Australia is going to be going up tomorrow. Been working hard on that hot lap to try and get that right, and I've actually been tweaking some of my setups as well. So I started with my 2019 setup. I've now gone to a 2020 setup. And I think we are good to go. Now remember, we're not going to qualify. We're going to start at the back of the pack and we're going to see how we get on. And just generally enjoy the experience of racing in this game. So here we go. Right, so we'll bin qualifying off straight away. I think I remember to turn formation lap on. There's a few things I'd like to talk about. So we've binned off qualifying.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Vettel and Charles Leclerc. Well,
the handling and downforce is exceptional in this game. And hopefully if you take the time to watch my Australia hot lap that I put up tomorrow, you'll see that, where I'm pushing the car to the absolute limits. And hopefully we'll see it in this race as well. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining us tonight. We're about to do a 25% race of Australia, starting from the back of the grid. And we're going to do not a last to first because we're in a Renault. The reason I picked a Renault, by the way, is because apparently the downshifts sound amazing. So we'll see how we get on.
Well, with the race minutes away from starting.
Here we go. I'm excited.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So they still haven't sorted out default race strategy in a 25% race, in that still using the soft tyres for a long period of time. Nearly the same amount of time as the medium tyres. It's fine. Let's cut the fuel down a little bit. Okay, perfect. Right, here we go. It took me a bit of time to find everything on the MFD, and that the throttle application is down the bottom of the screen.
To stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
I've only had a couple of problems with the game so far. When I've been doing some time trial work, sometimes the time trial hasn't loaded and I've had to reload the game from the PS4 home screen. And sometimes when I've switched tracks on a time trial mode, I've had to close the game all the way down and reload it. But they're the only problems I've hit.
Today, we think it will stay dry.
And the other thing I've found challenging is the gearbox, actually. That's taken a bit of getting used to after being able to machine gun through the gears in F1 2019. But it is nice. It's nice to have 5 drivers on the position boards at the top of the screen. That's very nice. As opposed to just one in front, one behind. Oh, and the other thing is, if you haven't got a pair of headphones on, Jeff is incredibly quiet. He's very quiet coming through the controller. Just something to be aware of. But I'm not going to talk much during the race, just let you enjoy the gameplay. Like I said, if we make a mistake, we're still learning the game. We'll probably flash back just to keep the racing good. I hope you enjoy riding on board with me with this race. I'll catch you up at the pit stop. If you got any, don't be afraid to say hello in the comments. I'll try and glance at them while I'm racing, but I'll try and avoid talking so you can just enjoy the sound and the gameplay. Oh, hello, that's tasty. Well, that's a good start. Haha, perfect. Tell you what, the starts are a bit more tasty. Oh, that is annoying. Tell you what, the AI brake, this is on 100. and the AI brake so early, a lot earlier than F1 2019. How early are they braking? Creeping. Okay, this is interesting. The AI seemed very slow at the back so far. See how it goes as the race develops.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
Ah, fantastic. You get live gaps as well. Brilliant. That's what this game's needed for years. If you just joined us on the stream, welcome. We're doing a 25% race of Australia on a controller. And we found out that the AI is very slow at the moment through this first lap. Oh, that's good defence by Latifi. A little bit of a lock up there by Latifi. Oh, I'm going to put my nose in him. Oversteer.
Nice move. Good job. Okay, DRS is now available.
No chance, DA17. No chance of last to first in a Renault. We're just driving some races, seeing how we get on. Oh, that's terrible. It's really interesting. The AI is so defensive.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1. If you continue to cut
There we
corners,
go.
the stewards will give you a penalty. We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Giovinazzi's pace just suddenly dipped off in the last lap or so. Oh, that's nasty. It's good. I like the fact that the AI make mistakes, and obviously the organic matter at the wheel of the controller makes mistakes as well. Let's go and get Giovinazzi.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
The Alphas are really quick. Slow through there. Oh, that is annoying. Stupid. Idiot. Need to learn the line through that last corner better and race trim.
You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind. You made it look easy. We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Oh, I like that graphic. Pity I didn't have time to read it.
We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yeah, tyres are screwed. I think I've just done the worst in lap of all time. So if you just joined us, we're doing a 25% race of Hungary, Australia. So if you just joined us, we're doing a 25% race of Australia. What have we learnt so far? The AI are competitive. They will defend very hard.
Release.
I need to get to know the game a bit better. And it's not as easy to overtake as it was in previous games. Right, here we go, second stint.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Esteban's in for his stop. Okay, clear.
Whoa, Magnussen. That was fun. Magnussen driving like a true Magnussen. Oh my god. Oh, that's not annoying.
Okay.
I have no idea what just happened there.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.9 seconds. The car behind you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Oh, there's another time penalty.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Ah, binned it on the sausage curbs. Beautiful. Well, it's all a learning experience. It's all a bit of fun. The gap to the car ahead is 4.3 seconds. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
to car in front is 5.8 seconds. This pace is strong, but be aware your tyres need to go the distance. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Some information on Latifi. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. This is your final lap of the race. You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. Okay, gap ahead is 5.3 seconds. We've been awarded. Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Interesting. I enjoyed that. I think I'm a little bit hesitant on the throttle because I'm so used to F1 2019. That looks nothing like Charles Leclerc. Whoops. And I think.
So another fantastic victory for the silver.
I think what we've learned is that not to get stuck behind the Williamses. They are very, very, very slow.
Once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
And
after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant? Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, so we had 2 retirements, which was good. We had a very slow opening lap by the AI. That was very, very slow, and then as soon as everyone got up to speed, the Williamses are atrociously slow, and if you can't get past them quickly, if you step behind them, your race is over. So we'll move on We'll move on to a 25% race of Bahrain. Different type of circuit. This stream, thank you very much for watching it. We are on our first races of F1 2020. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, click the like button, and if you're enjoying listening to me and you check out some other content on my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Here we go, Bahrain. I've done one 5-lap race on here at lunchtime today, where I managed to get a setup sorted out, which was my own setup from Bahrain 2019. Haven't had enough time to tweak it yet. But my Australia hot lap, as rubbish as that race performance was in Australia, my Australia hot lap will be going up tomorrow night. So make sure you come and check that out. Right, we're actually going to qualify here, and we're going to see how that changes the dynamic of the race if we can get off the back row. So here we go, qualifying. Well, for one moment there I thought we were going to be on the back row of the grid. Luckily,
with qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
How far behind
Hamilton,
Esteban were
and
we?
Charles
Oh,
Leclerc.
about a second,
With
that
qualifying
hurts.
wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race to...
Right, let's see, starting from 16th, if the race works out any differently, and see how the opening lap is. Oh, just a quick thing as well. If you're on the PS4, I don't know about the Xbox One, but if you're on the PS4, the change camera button isn't mapped on the controller to start with. So when you start playing the game, if you can't change your camera, go to your controller settings and map the camera change button. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck on the same camera. Right. Here we go. Bahrain, 25%, starting from 16th. Ah, AH Fiesta, there's always time, mate. We'll give it a go. I might have to turn the racing line on for Baku because it's not my best track. But we'll do this one and then we'll do a Baku one. Always happy to show something off.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap.
I chose Bahrain for my other race because I wanted to see how the AI are into the first hairpin. I think it'd be interesting to see how they deal with it. Oh, I love Bahrain. Had the privilege of being able to go to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Absolutely immense weekend. I quite like Spain. I hated Monaco as well, AH Fiesta. Up until I then got a really good setup sorted out on F1 2019 for it. And then really loved the track. But one thing I have been very impressed with this game is the graphics. The graphics are outstanding. I think they're a step up from F1 2019, and I think when we get onto the PS5 it'll actually be really interesting to see if they can blow the graphics up any more and make them look even better. If you just joined the stream, welcome to the Average Hashler Gamer channel. My name's AP. We're about to do a 25% race at Bahrain. If you're new to the Average Hashler Gamer channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to follow my channel for more F1 2020 content. My Australia hot lap with setup is going up tomorrow. And if you're enjoying the live stream, don't forget to click like. Right, here we go then, starting 16th on the grid with a Renault. Not been impressed by the car's performance or my driving so far, so we'll see how Bahrain goes. Once again, I'll try not to talk too much during the race. I'll catch up with you at the pit stops, but don't be afraid to say hello if you are watching this stream. I've got the inside here, come on. Caused a bit of chaos there.
We're looking good so far.
Let's see if we can get that pink Mercedes.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Oh, Norris was so rubbish on the brakes there. McLarens are quick in a straight line.
DRS is now enabled.
Right, let's see how effective the overtake button is if we can get close enough to Norris. Oh, those McLarens are so fast.
You'll be on the mediums. We're leading our teammate by 2.6 seconds.
Contact with Albon. Push now. We're boxing this lap. So here we are at the pit stop. If you're enjoying this race, don't forget to click the likes button. And if you're new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel, welcome to a 25% race of Bahrain. Just race gameplay, no commentary. Lots more content to come on F1 2020, so don't forget to click that subscribe button. Here we go, second stint in Bahrain. Not too bad so far.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well. Esteban is in the pits. Has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre. Gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds.
Ah, that's a rubbish mistake to make. Especially when you're learning the tracks on a new game, AH Fiesta.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target.
Or at least learning the new handling model.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, it's a good bit of driving by Vettel. AI will block you off after they've overtaken you. Well, it was in the braking zone, which was a little bit naughty, but...
Only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I like your comment about being scruffy, AH Fiesta. I'm the only idiot who's stupid enough to put it all on YouTube.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.7 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Esteban's dropped out of the race.
That was alright, that was a better race. I actually quite enjoyed that. Driver of the... I've got camo on my face. Driver of the day. Very happy to get driver of the day.
That's it for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me
yes,
today.
driver of the day.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of...
Yeah, the handling's really good. I've really enjoyed it on a controller. I feel like as you get more and more experience on the game, you're going to get more consistent. I know that sounds stupid, but in F1 2019, I felt that I wasn't consistent with my lap times. I feel like more people of different levels of ability will be able to get more consistent with their lap times quicker on this game, because the cars are a bit more, they're not easier to handle, that's the wrong word, but they're predictable, more predictable, which is much better for racing games on a controller particularly. Right, as we've just done those two races that I'd planned to do, so if you have enjoyed those races, make sure you click the like button, and if you're new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel and you just happen to have ventured onto it on a YouTube search, don't forget to click the subscribe button. I apologise for the quality of racing tonight. They were my first two 25% races on this game, but there's lots more to come from me. Hot laps, I will be doing a driver career, and I'll also be bringing my team to you, but I'm going to let my team die down a bit on YouTube first. A lot of people are putting my team content, and YouTube's just flooded by it at the moment, so I'm going to hold fire on doing my team until a little bit later. So what we're going to do now, at a request of one of my subscribers on the feed, we'll have a look at Baku. Now I'm going to have to change some of the settings for Baku because I don't actually have any practice at Baku so far. What car? AH Fiesta. Let's make this interactive. AH Fiesta, what car do you want? And don't say... Oh, McLaren. Beautiful. I'm glad you didn't say Williams. Let's be Mr. Podium. Lando Norris. Baku. Right, I'm going to have to lower the difficulty on this because I don't have a setup for it. And my setups only tend to... you need a setup if you're going to be racing at 100. Let's put it on 93. We'll do 25% again. We'll do a formation lap. Should we bin off qualifying? Let's just do a race. Yeah, fine. Oh, I need the racing line on for this one. Not 3D. Clear. We don't want a wet race in Baku. Right, here we go then. Just for you, AH Fiesta. Thank you, Kazbaz. So we're just doing some 25% races tonight on F1 2020 to celebrate its release. Thank you for watching. It's F1 2020 gameplay with a controller. If you're not a subscriber to Average Hashtag Gamer AP channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you're enjoying watching and enjoying racing with me. We are going through quite a big learning curve tonight, but generally I've really enjoyed the handling in the game. Enjoy the sound. The AI seems to be quite competitive and much better to F1 2019. And just a quick point, if you didn't catch my comment before, the camera change button isn't mapped on PS4. I don't know about Xbox One, but the camera you need to map the camera change button, otherwise you won't be able to change your camera.
We're on the winding streets of Baku.
So we're doing this as a request for AH Fiesta. If anyone else who's watching has a request for a track, let me know, and we'll do it tonight. We're not qualifying for this race, we're just going to do a 25% race. And it looks like oh no, there we go. I thought we'd glitched out of the game. Right, here we go then. So I don't have a setup for Baku, so we're gonna have to use. Okay, Kazbaz, we'll look at that next. Thanks for putting me in a horrible position to drive that horrible car. Next you'll say I've got to be Nicholas Latifi. We'll use preset 3 and see how we get on. Kazbaz, I'm not doing Mexico in the rain without a setup. Right, here we go then. Formation lap, Baku, 25% race. This is for you, AH Fiesta.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
If I'm going to say anything about Baku, the circuit looks a little bit wider. McLaren sounds so nice.
Not expecting any changes to the weather today. Dry throughout.
The good old castle section. That's going to be fun in a minute. If you're just watching this live stream, I forgot the word then. I will timestamp all the races in the description. So if you don't want to watch all of the live stream, you don't have to, but you can just watch an individual race. Just having a bit of fun on the game tonight. And just to let you all know, my first hot lap, which will be of Australia, will be going up tomorrow night. I've just got to edit it together. The McLaren's going to sound even better when it's got a Mercedes in 2021. Mexico, rain, Williams with simulation damage. I am glad, if we're doing that, I'm glad there's not a limit on flashbacks. That'd be a very long race.
Be patient and watch for the lights.
Okay, let's see how we get on with this race. Sainz has had a rubbish start. So have I. Oh, nice and slow.
Position on lap 1, that's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Oh, there's the... Oh. That's a shot, isn't it? Just about to hit the barrier in the castle section. First flashback in Baku. How did I not lose my front wing? It's Renault versus Renault. Is he going to squeeze me?
Okay, clear. DRS now available.
Oh, Magnussen just had a little bit of a mistake. A little bit of oversteer. It's nice to see the AI making some mistakes at last. I think Codemasters will be changing how fast the Ferraris are after Austria.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Ah, the Hasses are clashing. Haha. Very real. Oh, there's contact. Oh, I'm not going to the outside of Grosjean. Just take me out. Oh, this is bad. Let's get out of that situation. Oh, he just sat on the apex. Oh, this isn't good. Here we go again. Let's try and find a better way to get out of this, shall we? Oh, there's going to be contact there. Oh, Grosjean's hit Magnussen. It's nice to see the AI battling, like properly fighting for position. Whoa! Ricciardo just pressed the overtake button.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Grosjean hitting everyone. And squeezing. Just reflecting on the last lap, it's nice to see that Ricciardo and the AI used the overtake button as well. It's really good.
box. We're coming in this lap.
I do like that pitting graphic, I think it's brilliant. I wish more of the AWS graphics appeared on the screen. That'd be great. Maybe that's something that Codemasters are looking at for an update. So what have we learned from this race so far? The AI will compete with each other, as you saw with Grosjean and Magnussen, and setups aren't that great even on 93 AI, so you're going to need to have some setups ready for that difficulty.
Exit now.
If you're watching this live stream, don't forget to click the like button, and if you're new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel, don't forget to click subscribe for more F1 2020
Look after
content.
these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available. Carlos is in for his stop. We're trailing our teammate by 17.3 seconds.
Oh, that pink Mercedes is fast.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. tyres, 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Magnussen's pace has dropped off drastically. It's nice to see that the AI have sometimes problems with keeping their pace up. We must be short on ERS charge to be this slow, because I've got overtake available now. Whoa, 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 that's going to end badly. Right, let's hit the overtake button. Here we go.
You've moved up to P12. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. This is your final lap of the race. You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
Bosh. That one was for you, AH Fiesta.
And bring it home.
Next up, one for Kazbaz. Mexico, in the wet, simulation damage with Nicholas Latifi. If you have just joined this live stream, we're doing some gameplay of F1 2020. Don't forget to click the like button if you're enjoying the races, and if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, don't forget to click the subscribe button.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and now let's discuss, Ant, who would you say is a contender for drive?
I really enjoyed how the AI battled in that race, particularly Grosjean and Magnussen. I'll make sure I timestamp it in the description so you can see it. Just if you've joined us, this is my first races against the AI on F1 2020. I played a little bit at lunchtime today, did some hot lap work, did some setup work, and did one 5-lap race. I've now completed 3 25% races. Oh, I like it. Alright, AH Fiesta, you're on. Is it 25% as well? Can I just do 5 laps? Right, here we go. Let's drive the dustbin lorry that is the Williams. Oh. Oh, look at that lovely race overall. Alright, Mexico. If you're watching this, we're about to do Mexico in heavy rain. Predict how, with no flashbacks allowed, predict how long it will take me to retire from the race. Thanks for your faith, Kazbaz. Right, here we go. Heavy rain. No qualifying, 25%. Let's see how long we last in this race. Yeah, you're right, AH Fiesta. George looked good in it. Latifi looked awful. I know it was his first race, but he needs to pick up the pace quickly. I mean, I suppose George's target for this year is just to get out of Q1 at least once. But here we go. This will probably be the last race I live stream tonight. I will be back tomorrow and I'm going to start my driver career. Not my team. I'm going to start my driver career mode live on a live stream tomorrow. We'll go through the Australian Grand Prix weekend. It's something I want to do sort of once a week on this channel with F1 2020. Oh, lovely. Lovely and wet.
Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is the location for today's race. The cars are out on the grid, so let's join the action down on the track.
It actually looks horrific.
17 corners then at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 10 to the right and 7 to the left, and all of them will have to be tackled in difficult, wet conditions here today.
Oh, that's good.
Assistance either, at least not for the start of the race.
David Croft changes his intro
for
the conditions. That's clever. Little touches like that. Right, I hope you got 3 hours because that's how long this race is going to take me. Does seem to take a little bit longer to load. Oh god. You got a set of headphones on when you're playing, you can hear the rain. At least, what's up with the cameraman? The cameraman's not got wet clothes on, he's just wearing a t-shirt. Obviously he didn't get the memo. Right, this could be fun. We'll go maximum wet setup. Right, here we go. Wet Mexico. Well, I'm 15th on the grid. How am I 15th on the grid? Don't bin it on the formation map.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them, and warm the tyres as well, please.
Well, the wet weather graphics are brilliant. They're really, really good. Oh, what no. Don't bin it on the formation map. Ah, I've been removed. Oh, that's embarrassing. Right, hold on, let's skip the formation map. If you're just joining the live stream, we're about to do a wet race on one of my least favourite tracks. Here we go. I can't see anything. You can't see anything. Oh my god, that's a chaos. They've got the wet red weather graphics perfect. There's a car park. I cannot see a thing going into braking zones. Oh, could be a punt. Oh no, it's my teammate taking me out.
Not an ideal lap one, but let's make the best of it.
If you've just joined the live stream, this is my first race in the wet on F1 2020 in a Williams. Before anyone asks, traction control is switched off. Glad you're enjoying it, Kazbaz. It doesn't seem to be that the AI are too overpowered in the wet. On some tracks they're overpowered in the wet on F1 2019. With a better setup you've probably got a better chance of getting closer to them and a better car. But at least we can celebrate the wet weather graphics. They're very, very good. soon as you get within 0.6 of a second, you can't see anything. Eight tenths back from Russell. I can see some of the track. As soon as I get any closer, it becomes even more difficult to see. Whoa. Oh no, Kvyat's retired. That means I'm in last.
We have excess fuel weighing us down. Set the fuel mix to mode 3. Let's push.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Joseph Tanti. I appreciate that, mate. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. I don't recognise your name, so you must be new to the channel. Thanks for joining us. This is a race that one of my subscribers requested. I can see you've commented, Joseph Tanti. I will have a look at it when I'm going down the straight. Wow, oversteer. Ah, fantastic. Did my race start tutorial help you, Joseph? You'll get your pace, Joseph, don't worry. Lots and lots of practice. Oh, that's a time penalty.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
I have to say, driving in the wet in F1 2020 is not as unpleasant as driving in the wet on F1 2019. The cars have got a lot more grip. I'm sure with a good wet setup, you'd actually enjoy this. Whoa, 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 whoa! Joseph, you'll be pleased to know that the race starts in F1 2020 are a lot more realistic than F1 2019, which is a shame because it means I don't get to make another race start tutorial.
Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds.
What's your most hated track in the wet? Mexico's probably mine. let me know in the live chat what is the track that you most dread turning up to in your career mode and you see the wet weather icon. Oh, it's part of the fun, Fiesta. I think Baku in the wet would be horrific. Well, I've beaten Kazbaz's prediction of 3 laps before I binned it. I can't say I'm making a massive impact on George Russell in front of me. But we're getting within 6/10 and I can't see a thing again. If you don't have the racing line on, driving in the wet is going to be so hard. I don't know if you can hear it on the live stream, but as you go under the bridge, underneath the grandstand, you can hear a clapping noise. And I don't know why they're clapping me, but so within half a second of Russell, I can't see anything. Visibility is so poor, but Codemaster has done such a good job of it for making racing in the wet realistic. Oh, hit the teammate. It's possible to drive in the wet on a controller in this game. It's still difficult, but not impossible. And this is the first wet race I've done on F1 2020. Had some hairy moments, but makes you respect the F1 drivers even more when they race in conditions like this. If you're enjoying watching me suffer in the rain at Mexico, don't forget to click the like button on this live stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber already and you're enjoying watching me suffer in Mexico. We've done 3 other races on this live stream. We did one in Australia, which was awful, which was my first ever race on F1 2020. We did a race in Bahrain, which I really enjoyed. Then AH Fiesta, one of my subscribers, asked for a race in Baku, so we did that. And then Kazbaz requested a race in Mexico in a Williams in heavy rain. And we're now doing that. If you've just joined the live chat, don't be afraid to say hello. It's always nice to have people come along for these live streams. This is probably one of the longest ones we've done on the channel. Just to say hello to F1 2020. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and thank you if you're a subscriber. Thank you for all your support as always. And if you're new to my channel and you want to hear a bit more from me or watch a bit more of me playing F1 2020, click that subscribe button.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Thank you, Jeff. That's exactly what I want to hear when I'm driving in the wet. If you are new to my channel, my name's AP, and I play F1 2020 on a controller. The only assist I tend to use is ABS, sometimes the racing line, depending on the racetrack, depending on the situation. And I'll be uploading a lot of content over the next few weeks for F1 2020. My Australia hot lap and Australia hot lap setup will be going up tomorrow night hopefully, and I'll be live streaming again tomorrow night when I start my driver career, not my team. I'm going to hold off doing my team because YouTube is saturated with people doing my team at the moment. So I'm going to start with my driver career and then come back to my team a bit later. If there's anything you want to see me do on F1 2020, let me know in the comments. Always like to receive requests from subscribers, what they'd like to see on my channel. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know we put together a subscriber race. I am planning another one. So if you want to be involved in that subscriber race, obviously you need to be a subscriber of my Average Gamer AP channel and play on the PlayStation. But more details about the second subscriber race will be coming up a bit later on.
Awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Can't get close enough to Russell in the straights to have a go on the brakes. Oh, don't take your teammate out. Oh, I can barely see him. But Claire Williams is doing her nutting at the moment. tyres are losing grip badly now.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds.
Probably got time for one more race at the end of this one. So if you're interested in seeing the track or putting me in a horrible situation in this live stream like Kazbaz wanted to see with Latifi in the heavy rain in Mexico, let me know in the live chat and we'll probably do one more race before we call it a night. To teammate behind is 3.3 seconds. If you have joined me for this live stream, thanks a lot for joining me. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your company. And don't be afraid to say hello. Giovinazzi's pace is worse than mine. Still though. Maybe the game's feeling sorry for me. And how bad I am in the wet. But, like I've been saying all along, this game is drivable in the wet on a controller. And if you're new to my channel, just so you know, that I race with my controller on the default settings. I don't change any of the settings on the controller, so that I can make this channel as realistic as possible for controller players.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
As we start to come towards the end of the race, if you're watching this live stream and you have a suggestion for a track you want to see me drive, or if you want to put me in a horrible situation like this, pop it in the live chat and we'll do it for our last race of the stream. Otherwise I will pick a track and we'll see how we get on.
Looks like we'll have this downpour throughout the session. Heavy rain conditions to remain right on through to the end.
And if you are interested in the gameplay of F1 2020, we've had a retirement, an AI retirement in every session, every race that we've done so far today.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
So the AI do retire. We saw a lovely battle between Magnussen and Grosjean
Yellow flag.
in the Baku race that we did just before the wet Mexico.
Incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Whoa. My tyres. And that's using the preset setup as well. Oh, and we binned
Are
it.
you okay?
Lap 17 of 18. We binned it. Well, AH Fiesta, I know you said not to use flashbacks, but I feel like after all the effort we put in, we should use one just to finish the race off. Last lap not having any tyre grip left, mate. That's the problem. Go on, Latifi. Let's bang the engine up to Rich.
Okay, good work. Great.
Can we get him on the braking? Oh, contact! Oh, someone ran out of talent. Probably me. But Grosjean was in that battle.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Hey, H Fiesta, did you go to the Checo School of Driving? Good old Checo Perez. Mr. Tyre Saver himself. Oh well, Kazbaz, thank you for setting us that challenge. There we go, boom, survived.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
We got to the end. Cool, that was a long old race.
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes.
Right, any suggestions for a last race? Any weather conditions, any track? If not, I'm going to pick one. And we'll see how we get on.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
That's got to be the flying fit.
Right. Shall we? Should we ever go at Monaco? Should we chuck a car around Monaco for a little bit, see what that looks like? Oh, let's use the AlphaTauri for a little bit. Here we go then. Again, I have to keep the difficulty down because I haven't got any presets. Let's take corners off and clear. Right, let's do midnight in Monaco. No qualifying, 25%. This will be the last race of the live stream. If you are someone who's new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and I will timestamp all the races we've done tonight, so you can find them really easily in the description. So here we go then, final race of the live stream, Monaco at midnight. I will be live streaming tomorrow night, and like I said, I'll be live streaming the start of my driver career. I want to try and make that quite an interactive session, so you guys can help me make the decisions, like team, and anything else that comes up in the driver career. So please make sure you join me tomorrow night, probably similar sort of time to tonight. But as for this live stream, last race, we've been going for just over 2 hours. So this will take us up to the 2.5 hour mark, and if you've been watching the whole time, thank you. If you've just joined us,
we're here to kick
enjoy
off
the race.
At the infamous Circuit de with the race minutes away from.
Again, I don't have a setup for Monaco, so it's going to be preset. I'll put that one on and hope the car lasts. Alright, here we go. Hope you enjoy the race. Let's skip the formation that once we get started. We don't need that.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
First laps of Monaco in anger. Right, let's get rid of this formation that we don't need that. Join the queue for the hairpin.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
Whoa, that's quick.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's going to be a flashback.
Okay, DRS is now available. The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form. Been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Oh, that's terrible. Another 3-second penalty.
Race control aren't happy with your creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second time penalty. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
If you have just joined the live stream, welcome to my first night of playing F1 2020. We're doing some 25% race distances, and these are my first laps in anger around Monaco. Thanks for joining me. Don't be afraid to say hello, although this is the last race of the live stream. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to click the like button, don't forget to click the subscribe button.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds. Okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty. In this lap, push now. Right, come in at the end of this lap. We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
I recommend finding a setup for Monaco. The presets are awful, but I think most of us know that anyway. If you joined the live stream, don't forget to click the like button. We're on our final race of this live stream, which is just some 25% races on F1 2020.
Go now.
If you're new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel, don't forget, and you're enjoying what you're watching, don't forget to click the subscribe button.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. He's in the pits. The gap to the car ahead is 6.2 seconds. The car ahead is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres. That front wing, it'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Ah, he's just pinged the front wing to bits.
Gap to car in front is 4.1 seconds. Check your MFD.
Ugh. Another ping on the front wing.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Learning Monaco in these cars that are a little bit faster without a setup is incredibly difficult. The sooner I get a setup for Monaco sorted out, the better.
Been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. Okay, gap ahead is 5.4 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that.
So what we've learned is that you need a setup for Monaco because I've got a penalty, haven't I? This track is hard on the presets, so if you're someone who's just starting out in the game, make sure you get a setup sorted out for Monaco.
Go, go, go.
I think we're going to get lapped. We are being lapped. It's embarrassing.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
If you have just joined the live stream, this is my first race on F1 2020 in Monaco without a setup and using the preset setups. They're horrible around Monaco. But thanks for joining me.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Blue flag, blue flag. Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through. Our gap to the car in front is 43.6 seconds.
So what did we learn from that race?
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Don't use the presets in Monaco and get your own setup sorted out as quick as you can. And I need to practice Monaco a little bit more. Right, so that's the end of tonight's live stream. I think that's one of the longest live streams I've ever done. If you're new to the Average Hashtag Gamer channel and you've watched some of it or part of it, thank you for joining me. If you're a current subscriber, thank you for your support as always. Don't forget to click the like button on this live stream if you've enjoyed watching the races, and I'll put timestamps of all the races we've done in the descriptions. I'll be back tomorrow with the last live stream for a bit of time to launch my driver career. So if you do fancy joining me for that, make sure you click the subscribe button so you know when I go live tomorrow night. But thanks a lot for watching this live stream. My name's AP, and I'll see you soon.